Hello and welcome to The Handshake. I am Lynn Komdisha, and this is where we discuss business issues and things that affect us, our everyday life, in the economy, in the business sector, everywhere. And as usual, I have my very interesting friend, Paul Busharizi, who's going to help me understand quite a number of things. And Paul, you're welcome.
Thank you.
Today, it's a few months to the reading of the budget, if you know that, and that will be in June. And lately, I was actually looking through the papers and I saw that the government has proposed a reduction in some taxes, on some taxes. And I keep wondering, why now?
Well, I think now, because the economy is kind of struggling, so people want to see something happening. One of the best ways to stimulate consumption and production is to reduce taxes on certain things. So I think that is at the back of these measures.
Reduction on certain things like?
So just off the top of my head, there have been reductions on agricultural services, tax on agricultural services, VAT. I think the removal of VAT on agricultural services like extension services,
okay,
and the importation of certain inputs.
Okay.
There's also been reduction or removal of VAT in some tourism services.
Okay.
And finally, the one that comes to mind is that they removed the waived corporation tax on Bujagali. The Bujagali Dam. Corporation tax basically is a tax you levy on profit.
Oh, profit is always levied. Oh,
tax is levied on profit. I mean, the argument is that government has been pushing very hard. They want the tariff to go down. Bujagali is the biggest. Bujagali provides the biggest cost that is added onto our tariff.
Okay.
So they've been trying to have this down. They've tried all other means. Clearly, I think they tried to buy the people out. They tried all sorts of things and they failed. And so they've come to the realization they just have to remove the tax on the people, and hopefully, not hopefully, I'm sure, as a condition of removing this corporation tax,
yes,
government has made it a condition, the government has made the lowering of the tariff a condition of removing this tax, I'm sure. So we should expect a bit of reduction coming, after the budget.
Okay.
In power tariffs.
So, really, why these sectors and why now?
I mean, just briefly, if you want your economy to grow, you want to help what they call the productive sectors, the sectors where you put in money and more money comes out, as opposed to the consumption. Consumption is you just put in money, we eat it. It comes out in other forms, but which are not very useful to the rest of us. But yeah, so production versus consumption. So if you want to stimulate your economy, you invest in production. Of course, agriculture.
Yes, yes.
70% of our population rely on agriculture for a livelihood.
True.
And agriculture has been neglected for so many years. I mean, in 1986, when the NRM came to power, agriculture accounted for about 70% of the economy. Now it's down to under 30%. That wouldn't be bad if it was that all other sectors were growing so fast that it's a natural progression.
Okay. But
agriculture has been so neglected that we still grow, we still use the methods of our grandparents to produce food, where we should have moved ahead. So there's an attempt now, especially I've seen in the budget provisions, they want to hire more what they call extension workers, and also part of the tax relief is on VAT to extension services.
Okay.
Extension workers are the guys who come and tell you, space your thing properly. This is the kind of crop you can grow in this piece of soil. This is the kind of fertilizers you need. This is the kind of pesticides you need. Those are the guys that are going to be, hopefully, we're increasing the numbers of, to go and help our farmers.
Okay, so how does all this help me?
Well, it should help you as an individual. First of all, if you're on your farm, you will now learn how to do better farming rather than letting your chicken just walk around the compound. You just find a way to do it much better. And hopefully with that, you'll get higher productivity in terms of if you're doing a tray of eggs, hopefully when they improve your methods via extension services, you'll get 2 trays of eggs. Or you'll get a more healthier chicken, a broiler. For tourism, I mean, if you're going to invest in tourism, you know, you hopefully will have more money to invest in your, you know, since you'll not be paying taxes, hopefully you'll be putting that money back into your business.
Okay.
It could also mean that tourism, you know, might be cheaper, especially for locals. That has been a big challenge.
Sure, sure.
It's mostly foreigners who come to our game parks and things, and Ugandans somehow don't. Strangely, we go abroad. You know, we don't go to our things. So hopefully it'll be cheaper in that way.
Okay.
That's on. But of course, electricity, that's easy.
Yeah.
You know, we'd have our tariff lower. And the assumption is that you'll use more power. The more power you use, the more productive you are, in theory.
Absolutely. Wow, so there you have it. A reduction on taxes, of course, it is always welcome. And the budget, very soon, every time they read the budget, people are complaining. Taxes are high, taxes on this, taxes on that. And now the government is proposing a reduction. And we like this. I think I like this. Thank you so much, Bush.
You're welcome.